Hi, this is Jim. I'm going to rig up my sunfish out here in my backyard just to show you how easy it is. To install the rudder tiller assembly, I just slide it underneath the traveler, very important, and then run my 1/4" 20 bolt. There's probably a better way, but that's what I'm using. And put on a washer and 2 nuts. I don't want it real tight, so I just put the nuts on loosely and then jam them together to keep it captured where it's supposed to be and where it moves, and then I jam those 2 nuts together. Set that like that. Next, I feed the end of the halyard that's not tied to the mast through the block on the top. And then down to the bow. And I twist the mast until the block is on. Almost straight back. Hoist the sail. I usually have to give it a little help. Pull it up as far as I can. Okay. I'm going to take it back to the cleat. Then over the gooseneck. Back through the fairlead. The next step is to attach the main sheet, which is the main control line, to the cleat on the front, to the boom, back to the traveler. The back end of the sheet is attached to the traveler with a bowline knot and then a stopper knot. What that allows it to do is allow the boom to travel from one side of the boat to the other. I added some of these loosely looped pieces of nylon rope here to keep the main sheet from drooping down here and making it harder for the sail to move. So now it stays relatively out of the way, and this rope I got from Home Depot, you know, where they have places you can tie down to your truck, and they have this. I just grabbed about 10 feet of that, and I use those. I cut them to length and burn the edges, and it works great. The rudder and tiller are already mounted, and that goes into the little notch here. Then I tighten up the wing nut, not too much. It's still got to swivel back. The dagger board works like an airplane wing. You have the thicker part goes in the front and then it tails off to the back. And I have an eye hook with a bungee cord that I have put on here so I don't lose it. The way that works is when you're in the water, you put the dagger board down. Now this is hitting on the concrete, but on the water it will go all the way down. And the bungee cord is for keeping tension on the dagger board. So one side goes around one side of the mast, the other side goes around the other. You put them together. What that does is, when you want to raise it, say you're going to a beach or you want to change your tacks or something, for any reason you want to take the dagger board up or down, this is providing tension. I won't try to get inside the boat while it's on the dolly, but the controls of this boat are very simple. You've got the rudder, the tiller, and the tiller extension that work together. And then you have the main sheet. So obviously the rudder and the tiller, you can be back further, go this way, or if you're on this side of the boat, gives you more control. And then you have the sheet, and what the sheet does when you pull it towards you, it pulls the boom more towards the center. Now normally when you're sailing, if you're doing what's called a port tack, where the wind is coming from the port side, the sail would be on the starboard, but you're still doing a port tack. So the wind would push the sail out to where it's more efficient. It lets out some line in the main sheet, and you shouldn't, and when you get to a point you can cleat it in, it won't go out any further. You can always pull it in or leave it uncleated. I like that. It gives me a better feel for the boat when my hand is actually on the sheet and the sheet is, I'm feeling the tension. So that's all there is to it. When you're on a port tack, you hold the main sheet in your left hand and you hold the tiller extension in your right hand. Starboard tack is just the opposite. You twist the extension around, change from side to the boat, which is called tacking. I won't get into that here. And you control the main sheet with the right hand. And couldn't be more simple. Wasn't that easy? The Sunfish is a blast to sail. Even though I'm a relative neophyte when it comes to sailing, I'm learning something new every time I go out. And I'm having fun. Thanks for watching.